Welcome back, you guys, to the Shotgun Mom Show. So today's episode is on what people say, um, just giving you details on the experiences that I have had with criticism and stereotype and ridicule, and just sharing some of those emotions and feelings with you. Also, have talking to other parents who deal with the same thing. um, the first thing I want to address is we hear a lot of, I feel sorry for you. And you telling us that you feel sorry for us is not really helping us. It's more so you're being an enabler, telling us it's okay to feel defeated. Just lie down and take it. And, I want you to empathize with me when I tell you that Cameron has had 5 surgeries, or I want you to empathize with me when I tell you that she'll be on a feeding pump for the rest of her life. I don't want you to feel sorry for me because that's not helping me. At the end of the day, this is, my situation, and I have to get up every day and handle it with, encouragement, and handle it, you know, being strong. So, I just want you to empathize, not, feel sorry for us. Um, Also, in addressing something else, a lot of people feel like because our child is disabled that we have done something wrong. And let me just say that you could have done everything right and this still would have happened. This is life. Things happen. You can't, you know, control everything. So what I want to say to parents is don't feel guilty. You know what I mean? Like, this is not your fault. This could have happened to anyone. It just happened to have happened to you. So just never feel guilty about what you're going through and what your child is going through. The next thing I want to talk about is, just we get a lot of criticism, not only from the outside world, but the world of just the doctors. Like, I love Cameron's doctor. She is a great doctor. She is a award-winning doctor. She, came over from her country where she just excelled with the children there with the limited resources that she had. So they brought her over here so that she could have the right resources, and help a lot of the kids and patients, in our country. And I love her, but she's tough. And it's almost like we have a relationship as well. We have to come to some type of medium so that we can be able to make sure that Cameron is getting the best, treatment and things of that nature. So, you know, we go through a lot. We argue. And I have learned now, have known her for 7 years, almost 7 years, just to kind of let, what she says kind of, not to wear it on my sleeve. You know what I mean? Not to wear my heart on my sleeve. And she has come to me and said things like, well, I feel like when you work, Cameron suffers. And then I'm looking at her like, well, if I don't work, then who's going to provide for me and Cameron? So, I tell her all the time, I wear the provider hat, I wear the mom hat, I wear the dad hat, I wear the nurse hat. So, for someone like me, I don't have the option just to sit at home and do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I have to get out here. I still have personal goals just as a human being and an adult that, I would like to reach at some point. So we just come to a medium, and I also just try to understand where she's coming from, because it's also her responsibility as well to make sure that Cameron gets what she needs. So anything that I have to sacrifice, which I do, I will. You know what I mean? This is about longevity for Cameron. But I always tell her, like, look, you just give orders. You sit at your desk, you give orders, you see us every 6 months, and, you're not at home with us. You're not going through what we're going through in our situation at home. I've been in a lot of situations with the doctors where, when Cameron first was born, I had to start going to meetings and I had to get trainings and things of that nature. So I remember my first meeting, and, I'm forever in this woman's debt. She, you know, was going through something. Our family was going through something that was just traumatic at the time. And she took her time out to actually go to meetings with me. And, you know, that was the best thing that you could ever have, because it's intimidating. You're sitting in front of these, you know, elite scholar doctors who are already looking at you like you are an unfit parent, because you, just for me, you are young, you are black, and you are not married. So they're already looking at you like you're an unfit parent. Then you have to kind of step up and let them know, like, I can do this. I can be a good parent. I can do what I need to do medically for my child, you know. And now when I go into these meetings, it's a breeze. Like, it's nothing you can't tell me about my child. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can give me the medical aspect, but it's nothing you can't tell me about what she's going through right now. And I just want to say, like, don't give up. Continue to be the best parent that you can be, because there's no handbook on being a parent, and there is no handbook on the right way to deal with your child's medical situation. You just have to take it day by day. And, you know, don't feel intimidated. You know what I mean? Go into it one foot in front of the other and deal with it like you would deal with anything else in your life. So, you know, I just kind of wanted to share those things with you. And so I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.